Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Saturday night with Summer Avalon Healing Arts. We're doing some free mini healings using energy work. So I am hoping that we experience lots of fun and interesting and helpful things tonight. So if you are new here, typically for the last year, actually since last May 7th, I've been doing weekly Facebook Lives and doing mini healings. So it's been a year and a day since I've been giving back to the community because of COVID and have really enjoyed the connection with people and feeling like I can make a difference. So in March, my Facebook page was stolen. Doesn't look like I will ever get it back. And so I decided to reinvent myself, and it just made me feel really good to make such a huge change and something new and fresh and not with anything bad connected to it. And so I've decided to add YouTube. And so tonight is our first official YouTube mini healings. So if you are here and I will be doing group and individual healing. So if you have something that you want to work on, you can just put it in the comments. About 10 after the hour, I will be doing what's called a healing pulse, and I will give you instructions on how to get the most out of that you possibly can. And yeah, I'm hoping that it is a fun and worthwhile night. Typically, I go on like at 7 in the evening on a Thursday. So, but I've been curious if I went on later, if there are more people around, although it is a Saturday night, but it's COVID, so I guess we shall see if people show up. So, yeah, on my regular Thursday nights, I have maybe a group of 10 to 15 people. Oh, and I'm seeing comments. Yay! On Facebook, I don't always see comments. So I've got Joan and Marina. Yay! So guys, what do you think of, so I am on a platform called StreamYard, and I can actually stream to YouTube and Facebook, and I think I can stream to 3 platforms at the same time for the first price point. Right now I'm just using the free account, trying it out. I tried it out once before, but I just streamed to Facebook just to see. So I know Joan is anti-Facebook, which I totally understand. So if I do the first tier that I have to pay for, I'll probably do this. So I'll do YouTube and Facebook, and then I could pick a third one, which can be, so I could do Facebook, like my business page, or I could also do Twitch or LinkedIn, which I'm sort of curious if that would help me at all. But yeah, so I think I spent about 15 bucks boosting this post, sending out advertisements just to see if that helps at all. So yeah, but I know that there are many people that prefer YouTube over the Facebook piece, but the problem is Facebook has a lot of things going for it. Like, it's pretty easy for me to advertise that I'm doing this, but we shall just see. So yeah, so what do you think that Instagram won't let you, I can't simulcast. There is a way around it. I guess I could use my phone to record during the recordings, but the problem is like this, so like no matter what platform you're on with this, if people are on YouTube and Facebook, on my system it combines the comments. Granted, for you guys, you'll only see the comments on like YouTube or your comments on Facebook, but yeah, so I haven't quite decided what my third one will be. But yeah, very interesting. But probably not Instagram just because it doesn't link. This is pretty easy. I just click and make sure everything's set up. So yeah, I tried another service called Melon, very similar to this, a little cheaper, but I couldn't get it to post to my Facebook page. It would only do to my profile or if I had a group set up. So I set up a group just to try it out and I didn't like it. So, because that's just one more step to make sure that people get signed up to the group, which that just seems like a lot. So yeah. But anyways, so Joan, Saturday night, don't you have a date tonight? Or am I your date? So in Marina, I was going to ask you, are you in the US or Canada or are you overseas? So yeah, very exciting. I've been working my webpage, so it's not perfect, but at least I've got something out there. And this next week I'm setting up a new email address. So your doggies? Oh, so you are over there. I was wondering if you were here in North America or if you were over there where it's crazy early. So, yep, so I've got me and one little doggy who's sleeping. Yeah, I woke him up. This is Duncan. And Dexter is buried in a pile of blankets, like 2 feet away. So yeah, well, it might be a short night, I think, if it's just the three of us, but I think what do you guys think? Do you like YouTube better than Facebook? I mean, I'll still do the Facebook, but I think this definitely gives more options. Yeah, it is sort of cool. So, and with the paid version, it's got even more things like that little. Do you see the scrolling thing on the bottom? I know it's on mine, but some things it lets me look at. But yeah, lots of cool stuff. Oh, and on here, I think I can have like up to 6 guests. So like if I want to have someone come on and chat, it's yeah, and definitely nobody helped me. So yeah, I'm not happy about Facebook, but here's the sad thing. So there are all these other things like Rumble and Telegram and MeWe but none of them have as many people on them, and they don't have things like the video chatting and ad support and things like that, because for the last couple weeks I've been boosting my posts and getting all sorts of new people to come on. And that's part of me deciding if I'm going to make a living doing this, I need to figure out where to get more clients. So, so yeah, so we shall see how that works. But I would love to add in something that doesn't censor. And I know most of my healer friends have switched to MeWe, but I've got quite a few others that are on Telegram, but none of them really do the specifics like this does. So we got a minute, and then we're going to go to Healing Pulse. So we will probably be done early tonight just because it's pretty quiet. So I hope you guys have things you want to work on. Marina, have you been up all night, or did you get up early just for this? So with this, my goal was, because I actually boosted posts for Australia, because it seems like when I've boosted there, wow, that's really nice. Thank you. Because I try and boost to, countries that their main language is English, just because, yeah, I can't do the foreign language thing. I've 2 years of Spanish and 2 years of German, and basically can't really have many conversations at all. Well, I appreciate that, so thank you. So, and you and I probably should chat about your results, but not for your scan. So, yeah, got a lot more people doing the scan, so that's interesting, and many of them think it's sort of interesting. So, yeah, the people that, because it's one of those multi-level marketing things, the people that have devices think that it's the way of the future. I'm like, okay, yeah, it might put me out of business, but oh well. All right, so let's do a healing pulse. So if there are any people out there that aren't showing up on my feed, which is possible. Oh, that's so nice. Thank you, Marina. So let's have you guys do a healing pulse. So think about where you want to receive the energies. Rub your hands together. And then place your hands where you want the energies. Okay, so I'm sending now. Imagine my hands are on your hands. And the most important thing is just be open and allowing. Allowing the energies to come through. So you're not only getting your own personal healing frequencies, but mine too. So we're going to just allow the energy to flow. Just breathe it in. And Marina, I know you've said you don't feel much. I think it's just a matter of time. It did take me quite a few years, but I think if I had realized that eventually I would feel, I probably would have been a little more enthusiastic about doing more energy work type things as far as me being on the receiving end. Okay. So that was our first healing pulse of the night. So Joan, Marina, anyone else that's watching, is there anything you want to work on? Let me know. So Joan, you weren't on, or well, you were on Thursday when I was so silent. But you don't know this. So Marina is going to school to be a lawyer. And Marina, Joan had just passed the bar. And is it a year that you've been working in the field, Joan? Oh, that's very nice. I did because I couldn't get the sound to come on, and so I opened up a new window, but yeah, it not everybody knew I was there. And then on the new window, it also cross-posted with my old page. So Joan, Marina is in Europe. Is it Bosnia and what was the other? Herka. Oh, how embarrassing. I should practice that, right? Um, but yeah, so you two would have some really interesting conversations. Yes. Okay. So Joan, we're going to work on loving yourself. Let's see what tool we're going to use. All right. So I'm using my emotions, sensations, and behaviors list, Joan. Sluggish. Let me get an age on that and see if it sounds familiar. That's what I was trying to say. Herzegovina. Fabulous. Did want to get you two together, so that's just very cool that you are the two that's on here. Okay, so let's see. I need an age for Joan. So around age 25, Joan, does that ring a bell? So plus or minus a year. So 24, 25, 26, somewhere in there. Well, thank you. I actually, unlike some Americans who don't know where all 50 US states are, I sort of know where some of the European countries are. So, all right. So, removing sluggish, Joan. Marina, do you want to work on school stuff? Like memory or creativity or stress? My last class of the term on Tuesday. I am so dreading it. We're having a group project. It's a conflict. We're doing like a conflict demonstration about negotiation. Okay, I'll do memory. All right, so Joan, that particular instance has been released and the void has been filled. Marina, let's see what we got here. Memory. So initially, after my Facebook page got hacked and I was trying to figure out how to grow my YouTube, I thought maybe I should do 30 days of YouTube, but I thought, oh, that's too much. I don't know. I go back and forth. Maybe I need to do multiple days just to get people in the habit of finding me. What do you guys think? All right, so I'm using the big list for you, Marina. Lack of control. And get an age on that. 18, so around 17, 18, 19. So like I know here in the US, 18 is sort of a turbulent year because that's a year you finish what we call high school, and then you either go off to work or you go to school. Is that sort of how they've done it where you've been, Marina? Where 18, there's a lot of transition and unsurety. I'm going to release and remove lack of control. Okay, so removing that. Let's see, did that release? Yes. And filling the void. Okay. Yeah, that lack of control. Sometimes that's a tough age. Because you're not always sure what to do. So I'm going to go back to Joan and see, because there is more for that issue, Joan. See what tool we're going to use. We're going to use the emotion code, my smaller list. Terror. Let's get an age on that. That's not a good one to have. So that's the thing. When you have a trapped emotion, you oftentimes attract that same type of emotion. And so it's really a vicious cycle because the more you have it, the more you attract it, and the more you feel it, and the more sensitive you are to that. And so it really can be just a horrible thing where you just feel like, you have no control. And I think the older you get, the worse you feel unless you're able to clear things. Around age 28, Joan, terror. So 27, 28, 29, somewhere in there. So I'm going to go ahead and release and remove that. So I really thought late, because where I am, it is 11:23. So I really thought I'd get some night owls that would be here. So I know many of my friends, they don't sleep, until the wee hours. So I thought I would attract people that aren't typically around for my regular time. All right, so terror release. Let me just fill the voids. Okay. All right, so Marina, I'm going to go back to you and see if because there's more about memory that we can work on. Let's see. Frustration. Let me get an age on that. Around age 14, Marina. So plus or minus a year, so it could have been 13, 14, or 15. Let me release that. Okay. That's not good. So it's good we're releasing this, Marina. Did Joan fall asleep? Possibly. Just seeing if there's some. So this has a system where I could put people in a timeout. That's sort of cool. Luckily I have, or I can block people if they're not very nice. Yes, she did. So I'm going to do a healing pulse. And then I think we're going to call it a night. But I so appreciate both of you here tonight. And so I think I'll probably always do my free little Thursday night, but I'll probably be offering some other alternatives, at least for a little while until I get more people showing up on YouTube. So let's do another healing pulse. All right, so think about where you want to send that energy, Marina, and Joan, if you're there, and anyone else who comes up on the replay. Think about where you want to send the energy. And the easiest is, if you have a physical area where you've got pain or discomfort, that's where you'll want to place your hands. However, if it's an emotional issue or anxiety, think about where you feel that anxiety or where you feel that emotion. Like anxiety, does your chest get tight? Do you feel nauseous? Does your mind race? So wherever you're feeling those effects, that's where you'll want to send the energy. So rub your hands together, place your hands, and then I'm going to send you energy. The most important part of this is be open, allowing the energy to flow, having the expectation that it's going to help you. Because with this, intention and expectation is key. And so not only are you getting your own healing frequencies, because I do feel everyone has the potential to be a healer, but you'll also receive my own personal healing frequencies. So just breathe it in and breathe it out. Breathe it in and breathe it out. Open and allowing. Okay, so that was our second and last healing pulse of the evening. Thank you all for coming by. Please let me know if you have any questions. There is contact information listed in the description, also on the screen. And yeah, I'm just glad that Joan and Marina and everyone else who shows up later will be available to seek this. So yes, Marina, thank you for asking about that. So before my Facebook page got stolen on March 4th, I had planned on doing weekly abundance sessions, removing blocks to abundance, increasing positive beliefs. And so I am going to start that, Marina, but you'll like this. I am going to buy some abundance frequencies for this. So not only will I work on sending healing energy and working with you specifically in a group, but also I will set the Healy gadget to send abundance energies to you. And I haven't quite decided how that's going to work, but I think it'll be really good. It'll be a good addition to everything that I'm doing. So, yes. And with that, so I'll also, at the beginning of the month, when it starts, you will get a percent of where you're at with uh, abundance, but you'll also get a rating for, and this is a percentage. So you'll get a percentage of abundance, stagnation, and then lack. And then as we move through the program, then I expect that your lack gets closer to 0 and your stagnation also gets closer to 0. Although if you're happy with where your abundance level is, that's probably not as big of a deal. But in the end, I would like as much of the percentage to be based that you're open for abundance. So yes. So thank you for reminding me. It's on my list of things that I plan on doing. So probably not in May, but I've got some other things too. So just keep showing up on Thursdays because I'll always chat about what I've got planned. And I've got some free things going on too with the Healy. So I've been doing the free scans, but there is someone else who's doing some group work where like everybody that shows up on Thursday night sort of like, treating everybody as like a person. And I think, Marina, you've been in the group long enough to see that the people that show up have many commonalities. And so that's how group healing works, is that there's a lot of similarities of the people that show up. And so I might do like a free week where you'd get healing energies every day, but I'm just not sure how that would work. So I might do like a free week for everybody just to see what you think, and then I'd ask for feedback. So, because there's another person who I found who does it monthly, and people get energies every day, and I'm not quite sure about that, but thinking we'll do for a week and try it out. So again, thank you, and I hope to see everybody Thursday, 7 p.m. Central. I will be here and on Facebook. So it'll be a joint thing. So have a good night, Marina, Joan, and anyone else who watches the replay. I appreciate you all. Bye.